I still remember that day, like it was yesterday.
Gold für Deutschland.
On Sunday, December 18th, at Lusail Stadium, 90,000 people, mostly Argentinians, will attend the World Cup final. The eyes of the world will be on the final game of the biggest sporting event on the planet. As a legend of the sport, will want to cement his legacy as the best player of all time in his last World Cup appearance, while another will want to continue his streak to try and become the best player of his generation. Argentina versus France, two nations with a lot of football heritage, both having 2 World Cups. Who will be the one to pick up their third? That's something we'll be discussing in our final preview. This will be Argentina's 6th World Cup final after finishing as runners-up in 1930, 1990 and 2014, and of course winning it in 1978 and 1986. While for France, this will be their 4th World Cup final after winning it in 1998 and 2018 and being the runners-up of the 2006 World Cup. Argentina and France have played 12 times, with 6 wins for La Albiceleste, 3 for Les Bleus and 3 draws. In World Cups, they've faced 3 times. In the very first World Cup in 1930, the two played in the group stage and it was a 1-0 win for Argentina. In 1978, Argentina beat the French on home soil on the group stage once again. This time it was a 2-1 victory over the team led by Michel Platini. In the only knockout game we played, however, it was obviously in the last World Cup in Russia, when the French won a thriller game 4-3 in the round of 16. I expect Deschamps to roll with his usual 4-2-3-1 that he knows so well. Backline of Jules Koundé on the right, Theo Hernandez on the left, and centre-back partnership of Varane and either Upamecano or Konaté, double pivot of Tchouaméni and Rabiot as long as he is fit, Griezmann in that playmaking role, Mbappe on the left, Dembélé on the right, and Olivier Giroud up top. For Argentina, I think we should go back to a 4-3-3, backline of Acuña, Romero, Otamendi, and I would honestly start Montiel as a right back. I've really liked Molina's job this World Cup, but he's a very attacking-minded right back. Against Mbappe, I'm not sure on how he'll do in transition. Montiel started in the Copa America final and had his side of the pitch locked. Neither Vinicius or Neymar could get past him. Midfield of Enzo Fernandez, Rodrigo de Paul and Alexis McAllister, and up front Lionel Messi, Julian Alvarez and the return of Angel Di Maria, who is apparently fit once again after not playing a single minute against Croatia. He could be the deciding factor from the start unless Scaloni decides to go back to a 4-4-2 like against Croatia with the addition of Leandro Paredes and bringing Di Maria off the bench. The 5 at the back with Lisandro Martinez is always an option, but I doubt we'll see this be the starting formation at least. It's obviously impossible to know, but in the semi-finals, both teams seem to give away the ball, let the other team hold possession and create danger in transition. However, someone has to have the ball, and I think it'll be Argentina. Seeing how France gave the ball away to a team like Morocco, in a very different context of course, because they got a very early lead, and Argentina have played a more possession-based style of football earlier this tournament, especially against Poland and Australia. However, Argentina is very patient, slow and pragmatic when using the ball, and this is something France can use to set up their defensive lines, catch the ball back and go on the counter with their speedy wingers, which is a very dangerous position for Argentina to be in and is something Scaloni will have to figure out. Romero and especially Otamendi have been nothing but great so far, and they'll have to keep it that way for 90 minutes to not give France those big chances. Either that, or Emi Martinez will have to show once again that he is a big game player. Also, the French defense is not perfect. They conceded a fair amount of chances to both England and Morocco in their last few games, with Lloris having to make some fantastic saves. Argentina will have to be very clinical on the day, cause I expect the tension in this game to be sky high. Like cows on a plane, the stakes have never been higher, and that's why I expect a very nervy, cagey and low scoring game. I wanted to share some final thoughts before ending this video. This is the biggest game of football I'll watch so far, even more than the 2014 World Cup final. This will be Di Maria's last game with the national team and probably Messi's as well. In his own words, for sure his last ever World Cup game at least. Since the 2010 World Cup in South Africa when I was a little kid, I've followed the journey of these players, fell in love with the sport and with the national team. This will be the last hurrah for a generation of players that have grown alongside me, and it would be so unfair to see them go without achieving the ultimate goal. But whatever the result may be, I'm so proud of these players, so proud to be Argentine. Very few people get to witness their country play in a World Cup final, never mind two. These players have made me so happy in a life that can feel very empty at times. They make me feel represented in front of the entire world, and all the memories we've shared together, both good and bad, have been priceless, and I have nothing else to say to them but thank you. Now go out there, fulfill your biggest dreams, and make us all proud. You know we'll be supporting you, like always. Vamos Argentina!